Good Monday morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend. A few things on the schedule this morning. Tomorrow in Eugene at 10 o'clock in the Eugene Coaching Center, we're having a new class that we've never offered before, Renter to Buyer. Kevin White from Western Title and Escrow is going to be here for, it looks like that class runs about an hour and a half, starts at 10 o'clock. Tips and tricks and marketing techniques, how to get renters to buyers. So that would be good in this market with interest rates the way they are and lots of inventory. So a good class. Again, that's tomorrow at 10 in Eugene. Also tomorrow is Tech Tuesday in both Albany and Corvallis, and for those of you that, I'm looking at Patty to make sure that's right, yes. For those of you that aren't real sure what that even means, it means Josh is up there for the day, and he'll make sure he's available at 10:30 in Albany and at 2 o'clock in Corvallis. So if you have any questions about technology things, questions about your laptop, something going on, blah, 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 phones, whatever, just stop in at the front desk and they'll run Josh down. Again, 10:30 in Albany and 2 o'clock in Corvallis tomorrow. And the last item to remind you about is February 4th is the Casa Casino Night. That's here in Eugene at the Valley River Inn. We've sponsored several Casa events in all three of the counties. We're in Lane, Lynn, and Benton. One of the big Casa events, Precision Funding's the lead sponsor, and Remax Integrity is also a major sponsor. Again, that is the 4th Casino Night at Valley River Inn. If you want information on that, Scott and Graphics has more information on that if you want to get tickets, etc. Okay, what have we got? Oh, this weekend, I always try to kind of tell a little story or whatever. This has absolutely nothing to do with work. We had the opportunity to go down to Disneyland to visit my niece and another niece, and they have little kids and blah, blah, blah. And it taught me two things. I had this little period, Wendy will laugh at this, about 3 or 4 months ago. I thought, God, we should adopt a young kid, because our kids, Drew's 19, and he'll be leaving the house in another 20 or 30 years. And then Mackenzie's 17, and she wished she would have left the house already. And so I thought, oh, we need a little kid. Well, spend a day in Disneyland with 2 kids and their parents who didn't get a stroller. We don't need a little kid. So we're over that. We're not going to be adopting children, so don't try to give me your kids. Anyway, the other thing is we went to Venice Beach, which I had heard of Venice Beach, but never really paid much attention. So we went to Venice Beach, which is this big, busy beach down in LA, and we walk around the corner to kind of walk around the boardwalk. There's all sorts of little shops and things. And just like if you've ever been to Las Vegas, they stand there and they hand out those little tickets for, entertainment ladies. Is that the proper way to put that, Patty? Patty in HR, I have to be careful. Hookers. Anyway, so you're walking down this boardwalk and they're handing out little cards for medical marijuana testing. The doctor is in, and so you pay $40, and they will screen you for a medical marijuana card, and then if you get it, I'm sure you have to pay several $100s more to get it, and people are lined up with clipboards filling out the information. I'm not talking one of these booths. We probably walked for 10 blocks, and there were no less than one per block. They're standing there. The doctor is in. The doctor is in. Come get your marijuana card. Da, 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 da. It blew my mind. They're capitalists, so I guess I'll give them that. The American spirit is live and well. But I was just standing there in awe. And it wasn't like these were clinics. These were like little huts where you'd buy $10 flip or $2 flip-flops. So anyway, very interesting experience. Anyway, back to work. The other thing that dawned on me in that trip, I was overhearing a couple talk at an airport, an older couple, and they must have been talking about their kids or grandkids, I'm not sure, and I eavesdrop on people's conversation. It drives Wendy nuts. But anyway, they were talking about, well, it's too bad the kids can't buy a house now, or get a house or something like that, but money's just not available. And I'm sitting here listening to this conversation, and it blows my mind. We work in this arena every day, and we know, there's FHA loans with, 3.5% down, and there's this and there's that, and there's, Oregon bond, and there's the city low-income help, that type of thing, down payment assistance, that type of thing. But this couple was sitting there saying, it's just too bad anymore because you can't, these kids can't get financing. And they weren't talking about like, housing had gotten so expensive. They were under the impression that you couldn't get a loan. And so I guess my message to all of us is, we need to get back to basics with our messaging, with our sphere and people we run into, just some of the basics like, there is money out there. Because we obviously know that there's people out there that are renting, not buying, because of fear of the market maybe, but a lot of people are just under the impression they can't, and that's certainly not true a lot of the time. So get the message out there, back to the basics on that message. Some birthdays coming up. Ron Smith today at Precision Funding is having a birthday. Deb Bean tomorrow is having a birthday here in Eugene. Heidi Wills Saturday's got a birthday up in Albany, and Samantha Alley Sunday rounds out the week over in Corvallis. Susan Moore has been with Remax Integrity 11 years. That blows my mind this week. Susan, congratulations. And Rain LaGrasse up in Albany Thursday will be 3 years with us as well. So glad you hung out with us that long, Rain. And 2 little words that make a difference. This is a little talking point I got out of this fun little book I found for different talking points. 2 little words that make a difference. Start now. So whether that's I'm going to call my sphere, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to sleep more, whatever it is, start now. I guess execution is the name of the game. That's what I got this week. Have a great week.